Welcome to my class, student. It's class 8 English Honeydew. We are doing chapter 5, the summit within, and this is question answer session. This is session 4. In the chapter we have come to know about the difficulties that a mountaineer face while climbing mountains, and here the mountaineer Mr. Ahluwalia, and he climbed the Mount Everest. So what are the physical challenges, what are the obstacles that the mountain presented in front of him? He has explained everything, and it was a journey, not only that physical journey, it was an emotional and spiritual journey also, and he explained everything in detail. So now with the question answer we will come to know about what are the questions related to the chapter and how to answer them. Standing on Everest, the writer was jubilant and sad. Choose the right item and why. So he was jubilant because of reaching the highest peak in the world, and was sad because he had to go down to reach the real world. In the real world, what he will find again? Men's world, where there are many imperfections, but at the highest summit, at that summit of Mount Everest, he had the sense of achievement. He found that presence of God, that spirituality, that feeling of oneness with God was there. So he was very happy, and then he was sad also. The emotion that gripped him was one of victory over hurdles, humility and a sense of smallness, greatness and self-importance, joy of discovery. Now choose the right item. What was that? Humility and a sense of smallness. Anybody can get overawed by the sheer scale of nature's creation and feel so small in front of it. Mr. Ahluwalia experienced the same thing. How small we are in front of the vastness of nature, the universe. Mark the items not relevant. The summit of the mind refers to great intellectual achievements, the process of maturing mentally and spiritually, overcoming personal ambition for common welfare, living in the world of thought and imagination. So, what are the items not relevant when we are talking about the summit of mind? Great intellectual achievements, the process of maturing mentally and spiritually, it will come. It's relevant. Overcoming personal ambition for common welfare, living in the world of thought and imagination. So here what we are seeing, great intellectual achievement is not relevant to this, and overcoming personal ambition for common welfare. Here we can say that triumph of mind over worldly pleasures for a noble cause and fuller knowledge of oneself. So, are not 1, 3, 4 and 5 are not relevant. So, 1, 3, 4 and 5 are not relevant, but are a fuller knowledge of oneself. Now, working with language. Fill in the blanks in the following dialogues, choosing suitable phrases from those given in the box. Now these are the phrases: at hand, at once, at all, at a low ebb, at first sight. So you will have to fill it. Teacher, you were away from school without permission. Go to the principal at once, that is immediately, and submit your explanation. Pupil, yes madam, but would you help me write it first? So, at once means immediately you will have to go to the principal. Now, Arun, are you unwell? No, not at all. Why do you ask, Arun? If you were unwell, I would send you to my uncle. He is a doctor. Well, not at all. So, this phrase is at all. Mary, almost every Indian film has an episode of love at first sight. Yes. David, is that what makes them so popular in foreign countries? So, at first sight is the phrase that we will use here. Asif, you look depressed. Why are your spirits? Now, at such a low ebb today. Use such in the phrase to at such a low ebb. I have to write 10 sentences using words that I have never heard before. So why? He was looking very depressed because he has to write 10 sentences on a topic that he has never heard. Now, Siba, your big moment is close at hand. Jyoti, how should I welcome it? Siba, get up and receive the trophy. So, at hand, write the noun forms of the following. Now, endure and here endurance. Persist, persistence. Signify, significance. Confide, confidence. Maintain, maintenance. Abhor, abhorrence. You will have to learn the spellings. All the spellings you need to learn. Match words under A with the meanings under B. Now remote. Remote is far away from. Means. Means is what? Methods. Dominant. Dominant is most prominent. Formidable. For difficult to overwhelm, be overcome, overpowered, and formidable, difficult to overcome. So, these are the answer. See, remote, far away means methods, dominate, most prominent, formidable, difficult to overcome, overwhelm, be overcome, and overpowered. Now, fill in the blanks in the sentences below with appropriate words from under it. There were obstacles on the way, but we reached our destination safely. There were formidable obstacles. We have no means of finding out what happened there. Why he lives in a house remote from any town or village is more than I can tell. Overwhelmed by gratitude, we bow to the speaker for his valuable advice. The old castle stands in a dominant position above the sleepy town. So, what have we learnt in this? We have learnt now how to make noun form of words. We have learnt use of those words in sentences, and we have learned the match the following. So, this working with grammar is over. We have learned phrases also. So, those phrases that we have used here, you can use in your daily writing also, because these are very common and you can use it. And these phrases you will have to understand. This is prepositional phrases. With preposition, you are seeing, right? So, in the next class, I will do some question answer of this session. Till then, have a good revision of this. Thank you.